Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Donna and I am the Creole Crafter. Today I am participating in a fall open playlist with host Brenda at Rustic and Lace DIY and host Christine at DIY Craftaholic, and also the guest host is Brenda at Country Lily DIY Decor. These are three super talented ladies and I enjoy doing this open collaboration with them each month, and the link to their channel is below in my description box. Also, the link to the playlist is below in my description box. So after you're done watching my video, just go there and click on those links. DIY number one. Here's what I have for DIY number one. I have some apple barrel paint in white, Waverly Antique Wax, one of the wooden family signs from Dollar Tree. I have some craft sticks from Dollar Tree, also an Aloha sign from Dollar Tree, and some fall leaves window cleans from Dollar Tree. The first thing that I did was I gave my frame a coat of the white paint. I took the Aloha sign out. There were two screws. I just unscrewed it and it came right out. Now I'm taking my craft sticks and I am measuring them and marking them so I can cut them to create a backing for my frame. And I don't know, I won't say how many craft sticks I use, because if you recreate this, you may use a different size frame, so I can't say how many craft sticks you will need. But you just cut them down to size, and I'm using some hot glue to attach them to the frame. You can use hot glue, super glue, whatever type of adhesive that you have. And now that all of my craft sticks are cut down to size, I am going to adhere them to the back of the frame. And right here I'm just trimming them to fit the size, because I don't want them to hang over the frame. So I'm making sure that I trim them just enough to fit on the inside, if that makes sense. Now that everything has been adhered, or the craft sticks are adhered, what I'm doing now is taking the Waverly Antique Wax, and also you can find that at Walmart or in a craft store, and I'm just going to distress my frame and the craft sticks. I also just stained the family sign with some of that Waverly Antique Wax, and I put two little pieces of the craft stick on the back just to raise it a little bit, and I'm using hot glue to attach it to the center of the frame. And the next thing that I'll do is I'll take two of the leaves out and I will adhere them to the center of the flame. But these leaves had like a silver, I want to say, tracing around them, so I'm just going to fussy cut that silver from around it, and yeah, and just attach it to the sign. And right here you can see that I added the second leaf, and this DIY project is done. And there it is. I think it came out absolutely adorable. Leave me a comment below and let me know what you think. Okay, DIY number two. Excuse me. Here's what I have for this project. I have a foam pumpkin from Dollar Tree. I have some white half beads that I won't be using in this project. I have some raffia accessory, whatever you call that stuff, raffia. Okay, I have a fat quarter from Dollar Tree, some fabric. I have a plank sign from our Dollar Tree Plus section. the wooden planks, and I have some Mod Podge. Now I've already taken the fabric and I placed it on the plank. I traced it out and I cut out 3 strips of that, and you'll see that in a minute. And I'm just using some Mod Podge to adhere the fabric to the wood. And I'll do that for all 3 spaces. And I'll also come back over the top with a coat of Mod Podge and let it completely dry. And I have 3 pieces of scrap wood that I got out of my scrap wood pile. Cut it down to the size that I needed because I went to Cricut Design in my Cricut, and I cut out the phrase "Happy Fall, y'all," and I'll place each word on each piece of scrap wood, and I'm just using some glue to adhere it to the sign. And I am going to weed out the wording and transfer it to those scrap pieces of wood. And right here I'm showing you where I just took some of that raffia and hot glued it at the bottom, and took the foam pumpkin, cut it in half, and hot glued it into the raffia. And I'm showing you here that I added 3 little wooden leaves and made a messy bow and added a little wooden mushroom. And those little leaves and mushrooms comes in a little wooden kit from Dollar Tree. I think I have like 60 pieces in that kit. And there it is. I think this is absolutely beautiful. I love it. I really love that fabric. I saw it and I only got 1 roll, y'all. I wish I would have gotten 2 because I really love it. Leave me a comment below and let me know what you think, and I hope you like it as much as I do. And I did use permanent markers, my paint markers, to color the leaves and the mushroom. DIY number 3. Here's what I have. I have some Mod Podge and apple barrel paint in white. I have some of those wooden ornaments for pumpkins and 1 fall leaf. I have some more fat quarter material from Dollar Tree and one of Dollar Tree's hanging signs. Now, the first thing that I did was I measured it to size and I marked it down the center halfway because I needed it. The sign was, it would have been long enough, but I didn't want to do it vertical, horizontal, vertical. Anyway, I cut it in half, and what I'm going to do next is I use my utility knife to just slice it, splice it a few times and pop it in half. And I am going to hot glue it together to form one bigger sign, vertical. Yes. And I'm going to use some super glue, wood glue from Dollar Tree, and a hot glue to attach the 2 pieces together. will cover the back with some of that shipping paper, brown craft paper from Dollar Tree. And right here I'm just using one of the jumbo craft sticks from Walmart, and I am going to place it over the center where I have the split to give it more support, reinforcement, so that the sign stays together. And I have some Dollar Tree spackling. I am going to put it in the split, the crack, to so it can appear that it is actually one piece. Okay, now I'm going to set that aside, and while that is drying, the spackling is drying, what I'm doing is I am just measuring out the pumpkin. I am going to cut a square piece of the fabric as close to the pumpkin as I can get it, and I will follow through with 4 pieces like that. And I will do the same thing with the orange fabric for the leaf. Now that I have my fabric cut down to size, I am going to take some Mod Podge and put it on the pumpkin, then place the fabric on the pumpkin, give it another coat of Mod Podge on the top of the fabric, and set it aside and let it dry. If you have a heating tool or a blow dryer, you can speed up the drying time with that. But because I had to paint my sign with that brown paint in white, I just set it aside to dry while I was painting my sign. And I'm going to give that sign 1 coat of the white paint. And now that they are dry, I took my finger sander and I trimmed the sides, the excess fabric from the sides, and I took some screws because I decided that I wanted to frame up my sign, so I'm going to frame it up with those screws. I cut them down to size, and I stained them with some of the Waverly Antique Wax. And I'm just going to use some hot glue to attach them to the sign in a way that makes my eyes happy. And if you decide to recreate this and you want to do a frame, you can use these screws, you can use craft sticks, you can use tumbling tower blocks, jute rope, jute twine, whatever you have or whatever your heart desires, you can frame up your frame. And I'm just using some hot glue to attach my screws. And now that I have my sign framed up, I am going to align my pumpkins in the order that I want to glue them to the sign. And I'm just going to use some hot glue. You can use wood glue, super glue, whatever you have to attach your pumpkins to your sign. And this DIY project is done. And I absolutely love it. I think it came out absolutely beautiful. It's simple but beautiful. Leave me a comment below and let me know what you think. And I am styling all of these as leaners, but if you like, you can just put a hanger on the back and hang them. And here's the final reveal. I think they all came out absolutely beautiful. Let me know what you think. I would love to know what you think. Let me know if you have a favorite out of these 3. Which one is your favorite? And yeah, absolutely adorable. and I don't know exactly where I am going to place these in my home. I know the 4 pumpkins and a leaf will go on my mantle. Okay, don't forget this is an open playlist collaboration. Go to these ladies' channels and show them some love. Also, the playlists, go to each and every one on the playlist channel too. Okay, guys. Thanks for watching, and thanks to all my subscribers. Thanks to all my new subscribers. You guys are so deeply appreciated. And if you're just stopping by, coming from the playlist, thank you so much for stopping by. If there's anything in this video that you like, give me a big thumbs up. Also consider subscribing so you too can be a part of my YouTube family. And always, always remember to get lost in what you love. Bye-bye.